In part 1, I will be explaining why we need the this keyword, and in part 2, how the value of this changes based on the function called. Now let's look at an example. We'll start by creating an object, name my name John, and we'll create let it be person1, and we'll create another object person2, name Raunak, age 54. Now let's write a function that will print both the person1 and person2. Function print, so console.log printing person1 person1 dot name person dot age. Let me see if I can move this. Yes, I can do that. Okay, now printing person2 person2 dot age. Now let's print this function. Now we'll run this in the browser's console, so I copy this and move to my browser's console, paste it and run it. So I get printing person1 John 25, again person2 Ronak 24. Perfect. Now as we can see, this function is not that scalable, and we can improve this function. How can we do that? We can remove this particular statement and make this person a common name. For example, we will pass whatever person we want to print over here. If it's person1, fine. If it's person2, fine. And then we'll have a common name to refer to that. Let's say person. So we are passing person, so hence we'll be printing person.name and person.age. Now this would be a more scalable solution. Just let's run it and confirm. Clearing the browser's console. Perfect, it works again. Person1, oops, I should have printed person2 over here. John 25, Ronak 54, correct. Person. Okay, now this print function works perfectly, but we can improve this function. For example, it would be great if we wouldn't have required anything to be passed. What if the language was intelligent enough to know who is the owner of this particular function at that point? That would have been ideal, and that's where the this keyword comes into picture. Now let's jot that down. This points to the owner of that function. This points to the owner of that function. If at any given point of time the owner of the function was person1, then this would be equal to person1. If at any given point of time the owner of the function was person2, oh, I'm messing it up, person2, then at that point the value of this would have been person2. So we have a keyword that changes dynamically based on the ownership of the function. So let me remove this. Don't forget this, guy. This is the golden rule. So we don't have to pass person, will be this. We don't have to pass. Again, person will be this. What is this? The owner of the function at that point. Now, how do I make a particular object the owner of a function? In JavaScript, there are many ways to do so. We'll discuss one simple way called called the call function. Now, with the help of the call function, I can assign a particular object as the owner of that particular function. So how do I do that? I use the print dot call, and whichever object I need to make it as the owner, I pass it. In the first time, I'll pass person1 as the owner, and in the second call, I'll pass person2 as the owner. So in the first call, person1 dot name will be called and age will be called. Similarly, in case of the second call, person2 dot name and age will be called. Now let's see that in action. Copy the same and go to my browser's console and print it, and it works. John 25, Ronak 54. Now let's confirm again that this points to the exact object. So I'm only printing this in this case. Copy my functionality, clear my browser's console and print it. Now if you see, in the first time, this keyword points to age 25 named John, and the second time this keyword points to Ronak, an object. Now can anyone say what will happen if I only pass blank? I pass nothing. Now in this case, who would be the owner of the function print? I will discuss this in my next video. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe it for my upcoming videos. Thank you.